This video is sponsored by Serious Readers, the lighting company. I've been using lamps from the Serious Lights range for around 18 months now and use them for all of my painting and hobby projects. When building and painting my models, I need good quality light to help me achieve the best painting results and help protect my eyes from strain and damage. With these lights, even the smallest of details can be seen crisp and clear, such as the detail on Bright Star by Aeldari Craftworlds 10th. Serious Lights uses daylight wavelength technology, which replicates the natural daylight spectrum as closely as possible. These lights will project a balanced, natural light beam with the added benefits of low heat, low energy, and a full 5-year warranty, including bulb life guarantee. Serious Lights are a solid build featuring adjustable head, neck, beam, and dimmer. Serious Readers is a British company, and the Serious Lights range is hand-built to order here in the UK. Link in the video description below and in the comments section. And when you use promo code SR426, you'll receive £100 off your HD light plus free shipping. Happy painting and enjoy the video. Strikey Scorpion 82 is sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, now updated to include all 40k factions, including Imperial Knights, Chaos Knights and the Leagues of Votan. Warhammer Combat Cards is bigger and better than ever before. Inspired by the original Citadel Combat Cards, masterminded by the veteran Games Workshop designer Jervis Johnson, Warhammer Combat Cards is a digital card game featuring your favourite miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your very own collection of combat cards and assemble a deck that brings the full might of your chosen warlord to bear. Clash with rivals, join events and battle your friends across the galaxy in fearsome tactical turn-based combat. Warhammer Combat Cards is free to download and play on Apple and Android smartphones. Use the link in the video description below and begin your path to epic glory and victory. Thanks and enjoy the game. Alright, so welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2,000 points. The Eldar, the revamped army here, is ready. They're going to take on the Necrons. The first time the Necrons have been seen here, or my Necrons have been seen on the channel for 10th edition. So exciting times here. It's a Xenos vs Xenos clash. So it's two of my armies, my Eldar and my Necrons, but Mike Walker has proven an adept commander at taking charge of different factions on the channel. He's run Necrons before. He's moved his own Necron collection on, but still a big fan of the Necrons, so he'll happily take command of those in this game. I'll take the Eldar. It means that we can do some combinations where it's my own armies facing against each other, because it's great to have another player that's able to take command of one of the armies. So a big thank you to Mike for that. It means we can do some Xenos on Xenos clashes here on the channel. So there's Necrons vs Eldar. There's loads of other combinations we want to do as well, as some of my own armies take each other on, which should make for an interesting game. Eldar are strong. Necrons have a reputation at the moment for 10th edition for being very strong as well. So looking forward to this clash. So in no particular order here, as Janzar first of all with 5 Banshees being taken. Then we have Bright Star, so it's the Way Leaper so he can act individually on his own. Dragon Fusion Gun being taken for him, and he's kept the glaive for him. So that's Bright Star. Then it's the Eldrad model on my painting desk at the moment are some Warlocks, which I'll use as Spirit Seers, but for now I'm just going to use this model here to represent a Spirit Seer. Then we have the Avatar of Canes. He's more expensive now, but I very much like the model at the moment. So I'm going to continue running him. Also 2 Wraith Lords, double Bright Lance, and the glaives being taken for those. Shuriken Catapults on each arm for them as well. I'll point out the Falcon being taken, Pulse Laser and Bright Lance and Shuriken Cannon being taken for that model. Then Wraith Guard with the Wraith Cannons and Wraith Blades with the Axes and Shields. And then a faster element of the army, it's Shroud Runners, squad of 3. 6 Shining Spears being taken, and then 6 Wind Riders with Shuriken Cannons being taken for those. That's the list here for the Eldar. A number of these units have been painted up by Siege Studios. They've painted up the Shining Spears for me. That's at bronze level is the quality for those. You can check out Siege for your own painting commission work. They also painted the Avatar of Cain. I just asked them to leave the basing so I could match it up with the rest of the army, but just to paint the model as per the box art, and they've done a fantastic job. So really impressed with the Avatar. And a fantastic sculpt from Games Workshop, one of the most impressive. So glad to have him in the force. So that's the list for the Eldar. One other thing to point out, Fate's Messenger has been given to Bright Star. It's the ability for him to get back up after he has been slain. Phoenix Lords and Autarchs have been allocated. That's the top level of support, the top 2 levels of support over on YouTube channel membership. There's a variety of perks. For Phoenix Lords, they get allocated to units that they can follow around in all of our games, and the Autarchs get placed onto individual models. So with the Eldar today, I've put Midnight onto the Exarch for the Banshees. Dan C. Autarch adds onto the last model to die here for the Wraithguard. And then there's one other Autarch, Ite Miara, is going to go onto the squad leader here for the Shining Spears. And the Phoenix Lords have been allocated. BPP Wargaming and Ben Shaw onto the 2 Wraith Lords for this game. Marfisto onto the Avatar. Chris Comiskey onto the Wind Riders. Paint Licker's Paint Pot is going to go on to Bright Star for this battle. Gut B onto the Wraith Blades. And then Raycross onto the Shining Spears for this game. So that's Phoenix Lords and Autarchs allocated for the Eldar. We'll take a look now and see what the Necrons have in their list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Necrons here. This list, it really is a shadow of the 9th edition list. I'm going to try it out and see how it gets on. There's a few tweaks and changes. Taramrar is not here in his Catacomb Command Barge. I've left him out for this battle. Ramses will take command. That's the Overlord just there. We do see the welcome return of the Scorpec Lord, so bring him back after a long time away from my Necron list. So it's an experimental game for the Necrons. I think the Necrons are solid. A tough challenge for them against the Eldar with some 10th edition battlefield experience behind them. But Necrons looking solid and numerous here on the board. So for the Necrons, add 1 Overlord across here. Ramses is the character name for him. I am taking the Warden. I don't think he's as good now with the index cards in 10th edition, but we'll put him in and see how he gets on. Hexmark Destroy being taken, which is... I've got a bit of experience having played against the Necrons in a recent Challenger Scorpion battle. That's the new Tyranids Codex, and we took on Phil Marshall with his Necrons. He's been revamping them. So a bit of battlefield experience against the Necrons, and I watched with interest to see how other different units did. But one of the units that does have a lot of potential is the Hexmark Destroyer, so that's in. Also taking a Technomancer across here. Then Warriors, 2 squads of 20, 10 Flayers and then 10 Reapers in each squad. Squad of 10 Immortals with their Gauze Blasters. 6 Scorpec Destroyers to go with the Scorpec Lord. Then Locust Heavy Destroyers, a squad of 3 of them. 6 Tomb Blades with Particle Beamers. Then 2 Canoptic Doomstalkers, so 1 and 2. So 2 of those. They're cheap enough and they seem resilient enough on the battlefield, and their firepower can be pretty good. Now these ones are expensive. It's Triarch Praetorians are coming in at 240 points. A full squad of 10, but I think they could do some good chopping on the table. So that's the list here for the Necrons. Mike Walker will gladly take command of them. We'll see how well he gets on as he faces off against the Eldar. So Autarchs and Phoenix Lords have been allocated. So Sam Hermes and Ben Harris, they've both gone on to Necron Warrior squads, just the last model to die. Valhalla and Field Marshal Robert will go on to the Immortals. Dylan Moore onto the Skulpec Destroyers. Lucas Brown will be the Skulpec Lord in this game. Vagabond, I've actually placed him onto Ramses here for this battle, so he'll be the commander in charge of the Necrons in this game. Amy Almo onto the Gunslinger. Then Michael Fryer and Andrew Swan there to pair up and to go onto the Skulpec Destroyers. JP, something sneaky, usually for him, so he's gone onto the Tomb Blades for this battle. And then finally, Nate Miller onto the Triarch Praetorians. And for some long-range firepower support, it's Longbow BB onto the Locust Heavy Destroyers. That's the list here for the Necrons. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next for this 2,000 points game. Okay, so we have a scenario. It's Sites of Power we're playing here in this game. We've played this a few times, so the emphasis is on characters, on objectives in no man's land. Hammer and Anvil for our deployment, so we're fighting from end to end. Mike won the roll-off and is elected to go at this end of the table. We'll talk about terrain in just a moment. So there's 5 objectives on the table, 3 in no man's land, 1 dead centre, the centre of the warp portal, 1 here in the open, 1 across the other side, just next to the pipes, and then there is a home objective each. Mike's home objective kind of in the open here in the middle, and then the home objective here for the Eldar, just tucked behind this structure. So 5 objectives in total. So turn 2 onwards, you get 3 victory points for each objective marker that you control, so that's any of the objective markers on the board, and then 3 victory points for each site of power that has been empowered. So really, with a character on a no man's land objective that you control, it's worth 6 victory points. So you can expect a good tussle here for the middle ground. So I would imagine Necrons, with their usual play style, if it carries over into 10th edition, will seek to march out to the centre of the table and camp out in the middle of the board. Eldar will try and drive them back. Chilling Rain is the mission rules, no further effects taking part in this battle. As far as terrain's concerned, we're going to play sealed buildings as usual on these, but we're going to add on obscuring to them. Units are obscured behind these structures here, similar to the rules for ruins, just to create some areas where you can hide on the board. So we're going to play this structure across here. This one, that L shape over there, the warp portal, this structure connecting all the way across here, and that structure across the other side. So there's a nice even distribution of some obscuring terrain on the table. And then other than that, there's some tank traps, pipes, and so on scattered across the board. So Necrons at this end, Eldar are going to be up here. Secondaries, both of us have gone for the random draw, and there is a correction to my list. I said that we had Fate's Messenger, which we do, it's correct, but I read out the wrong stat for it. That's the Phoenix Gem. So Fate's Messenger is it's going to be on Bright Star for this game. Once per turn, just after making a hit roll, wound roll, or a saving throw, you can treat the result as a 6. So I didn't have enough points for the Phoenix Gem, so Fate's Messenger been taken by Bright Star instead. We'll now start alternating and placing units on the board next. So the battle mat and terrain that we're using in this game is from gamemat.eu. So this one is called Sands of Time. It's 60 inches by 44, so it's the correct size, or the regular size for games of Warhammer 40,000 10th edition. Also using terrain from gamemat.eu as well. So it's the Warp Portal, which is an individual terrain piece from them. And then the industrial terrain set, which I've painted up, done another version of this in a desert coloured scheme for this board. So that's these. You get 4 of these large containers, you get 4 of these, you get 2 of these pipes here, you get a large building across the other side, and then you get some boxes as well, some crates, which I haven't put onto the table for this game. But you can check out gamemat.eu. Few supplies of battle mats in all shapes and sizes, pre-painted terrain sets available from them as well. There's a discount code at 11%, and there's a temporary offer. I think it's still running for 20% off across the store for gamemat.eu. So you can check that out for battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets. All right, so deployment's done for both sides. Already feeling on edge here about the durability and firepower of the Necrons. Eldar are clustering on their right-hand side quite heavily. They've abandoned the left-hand side, left it open at least. Wraith constructs, tougher constructs here for the Eldar in the middle. So Wraith Guard, Wraith Blades, Spirits here, this time joining the Wraith Guard. And then keep in mind the terrain here. Remember, this is obscuring terrain across here. So Eldar making use of this, stacking up their units over here. So on each shoulder of the Avatar is a Wraith Lord, so they're forming a trio across here. Then Janes are on the benches inside the Falcon. Shroud Runners sheltering at the back. And then taking shelter behind, again, this obscuring terrain, is Bright Star is just tucked in there. The Shining Spears and the Wind Riders. So sheltering for now. It's going to get a bit prickly as we move out, though, into this more open ground, which the Eldar must. They must go after the central objectives. Same for the Necrons. I think their ability to absorb and obviously repair is way better than the Eldar, so that's certainly in the Necrons' favour. Two big blobs of Necron warriors, I think, is going to be tough to deal with. One squad here, one squad here. Joining the central squad is the Technomancer and Ramses, the Overlord. On the left-hand side is the Triarch Praetorians. The Necrons have a number of sort of steamroller units that they can throw at the enemy. The Triarch Praetorians being one of them, and there's some other units across the other side. Two Doomstalkers setting up here in the middle, watching the warp portal. If the Eldar get into that, they'll be seen and can be shot at. Hexmark Destroyer is in amongst the central units as well. And then around the other side of the board, we have the Locust Heavy Destroyer sheltering here. The Immortals, they've been joined by the Warden. He'll give them heavy and assault on their weapons. Tombblade sheltering here, again behind this obscuring terrain. And then the Scorpec Lord naturally joining the Scorpec Destroyers. Another steamroller unit the Necrons have that can let loose across in this direction. So that's deployment done for both sides. All right, so deployment's done here for both sides. I'm trying to think like what I would do here and what I would do here, because they're sort of both my armies here. I would if I had to choose, I would be more comfortable being the Necrons, just for the ability to absorb damage. Eldar, the pressure's on them. We've got to try and wipe units to stop this wretched reanimation protocols, which the Necrons, I'm sure, make use of. Against Phil, played against him, was picking off models and then he was just bringing them back. So the need is to wipe out units, but there's big units of stuff here, squads of 10, squads of 20, for the Eldar to try and get through. Okay, so we'll roll up to who goes first. You want to go first?
Do you know what? I generally have no preference.
Ugh, he doesn't care. He can just go first or second. The Necrons will absorb. Yeah. Okay. I would probably... I don't mind either. There you go. Oh, it's a 4. Okay, re-roll. 6. Oh, boy. This has got to be it. It won't be a draw again. Oh, 6 and 4. We do go first. Well. Eldar to take the first turn. I think... perhaps an early firepower strike if we can, but trying to eliminate an entire target at long range may well prove difficult. We'll use all the tricks that we can, and Eldar have plenty of them. We'll go on to turn 1 for the Eldar coming up next. All right, so movement done for the Eldar. A couple of things to cover here. 2 command points coming in. Get 1, and then the Wayleaper, Bright Star, because of his intelligence, brings in another one for us. We're on 2. This is our Strands of Fate. Rolled okay on the first roll. 5 2s, but then 2 4s, 2 5s, and 6 6, which is useful enough. Movement for the Eldar. I don't want to take on this full-on Necron force, so we're going to try and stack up to one side here and try and put pressure on this right-hand side. So preserving the bikers, sheltering behind this terrain for now, just shifting them up in the gap that's been left behind by the other units that have moved out. Shroud Runners have swung around onto their home objective, nice and straightforward for those. Some advanced moves taking place with the Wraith Guard and Wraith Blades. Spirits has got himself in range of the central objective, although he can't fulfill the secondary that we've drawn. Deploy Teleport Homer, an overwhelming force. So destroy an enemy unit on an objective, and then deploy Teleport Homer is get either into the opponent's deployment zone, which isn't going to happen, or the centre of the board. It says within, not wholly within, and you must be eligible to shoot, and then you can fulfill that secondary. So the Spirit Seer can't, because he's got a pistol, and we advanced him, so he's not eligible to shoot. So to do that, Bright Star's jumped across. He's on a crate here. He's not in the terrain, and he's got himself in range of that objective. Actually, is it? It's not the objective he's after, is it? It's actually getting within 6 inches of the centre of the table. So he's miles within range of the centre of the table, and so he can pick up the victory points for that. So boldness there from Bright Star. And his full name, actually. Does he have a full name? Bright Star's just his most well-known name. His opponents and enemies call him Bright Sparks. And then his full name, I've written it here on his base, is Thrangalad Inglorian Bright Star. That's his full name on his birth certificate. Okay. So I'll just place him back there. Bikers here, as we've said, and then stacking up the firepower across here to try and take down something. The idea is to destroy a target so it doesn't come back. Both Wraith Lords have moved and got themselves in range of the objective. They're going to be supported by firepower coming from the Falcon, which has moved around. We have exposed our units here for incoming return firepower, but we've got to make a move with the Eldar. And then the Avatar of Cain's moved around here, got a 4 for an advance, got himself onto the objective, and is the furthest Eldar unit ahead on the board, crossing the halfway point. Firepower's ready. We're going to shooting phase for the Eldar next. Yeah, Mike's pointed out a rule here. He's not used it this time, but Canoptic Doomstalkers, they can overwatch on 5+. Interesting. So they're really good Sentinel type units. And their firepower is dangerous for these kind of constructs here. But Mike hasn't gone for it here. He's kept his 1 CP. So, Wraith Lords, I need to remember they hit on 4s. These hit on 3s. It's tragic. We're going to fire with this one. We're going to go against the... I know the secondary is to go for units on the objective, but I'm going to have to think about this. This Locust Heavy Destroyers are a good target to go after, but the victory points is there if we can take out a Doomstalker. Oh dear, tricky situation this one. So if I go for the Locust Heavy Destroyers, Mike has a stratagem where he can immediately... You can just reanimate straight away after I finish shooting.
3 wounds, so if you kill one and put 1 wound on him and I roll a 2, he's back to full wounds and he comes back on 1 wound.
Yeah.
So it's just...
Yeah, just negate my... Oh, man. And then if I go after these, they got a 4+ invulnerable save. So it's 50-50 either way. I must play for the scenario. So we'll shoot at him. Canoptic Doomstalker. This Wraith Lord, fire. 2 shots, need 4s. I'm going to go for a Patronic Friend. And there's Jordan Russell. Good old Eldar helper. 2 shots, need 4s. Okay, I will go for the hit now. So 4+. Alrighty, well done. Okay, so now we'll try and wound on 3s. Strength 12. Yeah. Okay, and I will leave it at that. So 1's made it through, Mike. It's a 4+ invulnerable save, and yeah, he'll go Patronic straight away.
Yeah. Oh, my fire.
I should have called these out at the start of the game. Big thank you to everyone that supports us on Patreon. At gold level, you get a Patronic dice to use at some critical point during the battle. Silver level patrons, I'll call out their names at the end of the game. And check out the end credits where all the Patreon names are recorded. It helps support the channel and SSWG Wargames Club as well. So, Mike's first roll here using a Patronic dice. Michael Fryer.
Michael, you let me down.
Okay, he's a Space Marine player, so he's not too friendly with Necrons. Come on, reroll. No, you're going to save it, right?
No, save it.
So that goes through. I think I must go for... Oh, I might regret this, but yeah. There you go.
6.
Yeah, +2. 8 damage, just to try and get this mission accomplished here. So 8 wounds come straight through on that Canoptic Doomstalker, knocking it down to 4 wounds left. Okay, we'll rinse and repeat with the next Wraith Lord, so this one here. And again, we'll go for an Eldar friend. We have a few, but their numbers dwindle quick enough. Okay, we'll go strange on this one. We'll go to the Artist Forerunners Viege, Thousand Suns. Missed. We'll reroll a shot. Gets a hit. Okay, 3's to wound. Come on, no. I'll get told off. Come on, reroll. Got him. Okay, right. Pressure now. 4+ invulnerable save. As a target could be taken down. Necron player here, Dave Humphreys.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going straight onto Patreon. So Mike passed, but the dice was on the floor, and the result is a 3. I'm probably going to get you if you let this through. I need a 2 to kill you because it will be damage. I've rolled a 2. +2 is 4, so it will kill him. That is efficient from the Eldar. Does Mike try and block it? 50.
What's left to shoot your...
Just the Falcon left, yeah. Pretty much it for the entire army. So 1 Falcon,
No,
which will be...
I'm not going to let you bait me. No.
Okay.
Go ahead. Don't roll a 1.
Just
Oh,
there you go. Okay. All right. Damage comes through. Doesn't detonate, but we've taken out Canoptic Doomstalker. One of them gone. It's Andrew Swan here. One of the Phoenix Lords removed very quickly here. Efficient Eldar firepower. Wraith Lords... 4+ to hit is a killer with them. We've managed to get the hits coming through with some help from command rerolls and then just bumping up the damage with a fate dice, which certainly has helped out. Just we've got to take the opportunity once that save is failed, just to ramp up the damage as much as possible. So good work from the 2 Wraith Lords. So Falcon, firepower support from this thing's been pretty good in our game so far. So we have a Bright Lance available here, which Mike's seen that already. And the Pulse Lasers, 3 shots, 3's to hit, strength 9, -2, and D6 damage. You're thinking about shooting at the Locust Heavy Destroyers across the other side. So on exceptionally good dice rolling, we could destroy them, but it's highly unlikely. But we could cause damage. And then the Shuriken Cannon, I know it's going to go into the Necron Warriors. It's the only target in range. But yeah, we'll put the heavy firepower. That's the Bright Lance and the Pulse Laser shots going into the Locust Heavy Destroyers. Mike will get cover. So, any stratagems to play right now? No. Then I shall proceed, and we'll carry it. We'll go to Imperial help here. Backsword Knuckles, firepower. We'll go for a Bright Lance first, needing a 3. Okay. Then we need a 2.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, I think it's -3, which it is.
So
Cover, so -2 in total.
5 up now.
So 5+.
No.
D6 +2. 6 in total. So 1 Locust Heavy Destroy gone. Now there is a little window here for us. That stratagem that Mike can use is played after I've finished firing. So now I've got Pulse Laser shots, which could cause some trouble. We need 3's. Oh, they've all hit. 3's to wound. Aye. Strength 9. What's your toughness? 5, it must be.
No, 6.
It is toughness 6, so that's fine. Okay, so those 2 have failed. I'll use my built-in reroll wound. And that does come through. Oh boy, I almost got all 3 through. So 2 come through, -2, -1 in total for cover, so 2 4-ups. Solidarity, Valhalla Field Marshal Robert.
Yeah.
Mike calls upon the Imperial Fists player for help here.
4s.
No. Both go through. So now what do you do? The stratagem, either hang on to that stratagem, play it, hoping you'll survive. Oh, no, it's D6 damage, Mike.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I roll, how many wounds each are there?
They are
4?
4 wounds each.
So 2 4s and they'll be gone. So Mike, gosh, his head scratching stuff on turn on turn 1 here. This is not easy. So Mike can hang on to his stratagem and hope he survives, in which it would be an efficient use of that, or you can use the stratagem now to try and command reroll and get a save, which will block them from being wiped out, and then go for natural reanimation protocols.
You've no rerolls left, you haven't?
No kind of rerolls left, no kind of strands or anything like that. It's just pure D6 damage on 2 tasty Xenos dice. This is a big moment in the game, actually, because this is an early strike here from the Eldar.
It's only because I have a clutch moment in my head, if it works.
He's thinking of something. Well, give him time to think.
No, just do it.
Straight up D6 damage?
Yep.
If I roll a 4+, you'll start sweating. Here he comes. If I get a 4, Mike, there's trouble. Ouch. Okay, target destroyed. So now we're down to a 50-50 chance for the Eldar to cause trouble here. Big trouble if this comes through. Really, really big. Oh! Oh, God, boy.
Yes.
Oh, you have to roll it on the mat.
Aye.
4. Blast. Okay, so target almost destroyed. 3 wounds on that last model, not enough to bring it down. I don't think I've got anything left on the board that can take it out. So that's the thing with Necrons. You can have 1 model left with 1 wound, and it's enough to start the reanimation process.
I'm not going to do the strat because you've left me with 1. You've nothing left to shoot, so I get the reanimation now in my next turn.
Yes.
The Technomancer, I can pick a unit at the end of my movement phase within 3 inches, and I can regain D3 lost wounds, so I can still bring 1. That's not going to cost me anything. Yeah,
fine, no worries. Saved yourself a CP. But that was a was a scary moment just there. Okay, we'll check for any more firepower. There's a shuriken cannon. Right, just tracking back on the camera footage. Eldar's is a built-in reroll to hit roll and to wound roll. So I got my 3 hits with the pulse laser. I then rolled a 6, a 2, and a 1 for my wound rolls. I command rerolled to get an extra wound, and then I should have a built-in reroll to wound as well. So I'm going to do that now, just to level up here. It does come through. Right. So this changes everything. So Mike can... Oh, you're not destroyed yet, because So I've wounded you. So you've now got a save of a 4+.
Yes, right. No, and I can't roll today.
Okay. So here comes the command reroll. Mike will be annoyed if this doesn't go through. So on a 3, it's gone. Target gone. Man, I think we've done that right. Correct us if we're wrong. There's a built-in reroll to wound, which we used. And so it's bypassed the armor, got through, and taken out the Locust Heavy Destroyers. Ouch, that's a heavy blow. Very, very heavy blow coming from the Eldar. Extreme results coming through from them. Against the odds, for sure. There's a little bit more firepower left. Don't panic, it's all good. Shuriken cannon into the warriors. Oh, please. These are sustained hits. This Falcon's on fire. Absolute fire with this thing. Shuriken cannon. This sustained hits, yeah. So we've got 3 hits and 2 more. We're looking at 3s to wound. And 3 make it through. These are AP -1. Mike can take cover with some of the models, so it's back up to his normal armor save, which I think is a 4+.
Did you say 3, yeah?
Yeah, 3 made it through.
That's a save of 4+, yep.
Okay. And block 2. Okay.
And then I've got a Phenol Pain. This model is in unit. Models in that unit have a Phenol Pain 5+.
Oh.
From a Technomancer.
Cool.
No, so 1.
Yep, 1 model slain. All right, and that marks the end of the shooting phase here for the Eldar. It's been highly effective. They've dealt a deadly blow here to firepower support for the Necrons. They haven't barely began to scratch the surface here of these larger infantry blobs. They will take a lot of effort, if not a whole lot more effort, to try and wipe out entirely. So the Eldar task has only just begun here. But a good start from them for sure. That'll rattle the Necrons. That long-range firepower coming through. We'll calculate points, see if any have come through here for the Eldar as they wrap up turn 1. So yeah, points coming through for the Eldar. Deploy teleport home was achieved. In the centre of the table, we get 3 points for that one. That's Bright Star fulfilling that secondary. And then the other secondary that was achieved was Overwhelming Force. We destroyed the Canoptic Doomstalker on the objective and picked up 3 victory points for that. So 6 points to 0. Eldar off the mark. Bold and Brazen in their advance across here. Necrons, if you don't wipe out targets, they have the ability to reanimate. Eldar, the damage that they take on here and here and here, it's all going to stay. Whatever hits and damage comes through, we keep it. Necrons, especially these infantry units, very adept at restoring models and wounds. We'll go on to turn 1 here for the Necrons. We'll see how well they respond against this initial Eldar advance. All right, turn 1 for the Necrons. Mike's taken a breather here just to recover from Eldar shenanigans. Capture enemy outposts and engage on all fronts is the 2 secondaries here for the Necrons as they prepare to take the fight to the Eldar. As we've said, the battle's going to be for the centre ground. The Eldar have leapt out here and grabbed 2. They've got characters on 2 as well. So strategically, they've placed themselves quite well on the board. That surely must force the Necrons to go aggressive. I think they're going to do that anyway, but it's going to be the steady advance here from the infantry. And then these units that can punch their way through. Triarch Praetorians, they've got a possible strike across here. Then there's the open flank over here. I guess the Eldar pulling away from that flank will buy themselves a bit of time. We'll see how quick the Necrons can push out across the other side of the board. All right, so movement done for the Necrons. They've gone for it here. We're seeing a surge from them, an unstoppable wall of steel heading towards the Eldar. And a bit of revenge, I think, mixed in with that as well. So, Canoptic Doomstalker going to anchor onto the home objective. Necron Warriors, there's no characters attached to these. They've shifted across in this direction. Again, this is obscuring terrain across here. Jumping up and over the Triarch Praetorians. Charges potentially lined up for them against a variety of targets. Necron Warriors, 2 ranks deep, pushing forwards in the middle. They're attached characters with them. And then the Steamroller units are pushing around across the other side of the board. Because Eldar can pick off bits from the edges, but the grind is where the Necrons are superior. So Mike's going to seek to get closer, I think, to the Eldar. So Scorpek Destroyers, spearheaded by the Scorpek Lord, pushing through. Twin Blades have moved round and grabbed this objective. And then the Immortals sheltering across here for now. These have moved, though, haven't they? They've shifted
they've moved around,
across in this direction. Okay, so movement's done. We'll go on shooting. Necrons certainly have some firepower of their own. Yeah, some pretty good options here, actually. Triarch Praetorians, their pistols have devastating wounds. Particle Casters, Mike's going to put it into this second rifle, this one here. There's a fair bit of firepower lined up against both of these. If he does well, he wants to destroy one of them with firepower and then charge the other in close combat. So he's going to try and shoot at the one that's a bit further away and charge the closer one is the idea. 3 shots each. Just a full squad of 10. 30 shots from these things.
This is Longbow BB.
He's going to use Longbow BB firepower as well.
Yes, for revenge on Longbow BB.
Oh, because I killed him. Oh, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
And Longbow BB, link for him in the video description below. He's the Airsoft guy. You can check out his website. That's why we put him on the long-range firepower type stuff.
I apologise now, Longbow.
Mike's dice rolling. Go.
Yeah. So, heading on 2s.
Right. So their ballistic skill is 2+.
For this weapon, yeah.
Oh. This is an expensive unit. They are 240 points for a squad of 10. But it'll take a fair bit to shift, and they're 2 wins each, toughness 5, 3 up save. Now 6s would be amazing.
This is where we're up on all the 6s, yeah.
Okay.
Still miss for 7. Yeah.
Longbow Revenge, here it comes. Oh, I can see some. Oh, there's a good few. So devastating wounds, it's not mortal wounds, but ignore armor saves, so they'll go through as 5.
What's your toughness anyway?
Oof, boy, yeah, I think you are on your 6s. I think your toughness 11. Yeah, toughness 11.
Yeah, well then.
Just ignore the rest. 6s Mike needed, and 6s he got. 5 wounds caused. A pretty good result from those pistols. I think about as good as those pistols have ever been. Yeah, so I've destroyed that Wraith Lord. It's good shooting for the Triumph Praetorian, softening up that target quite nicely.
So I'll do the Doomstalker.
Okay. Yeah, we've lined up line of sight here. It can see him. So we are looking at D6 +1 shots.
I'm just trying to...
Oh, the smaller shooting.
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay.
D6 +1.
Going straight to Patreons again.
I need the
It's
help.
fine. I need the help with it being used early on in the game. Michael Gem in here, who's an Eldar player.
Oh, he is not, is he? No. I've touched it now.
Okay.
D6 +1.
Oh no, please. What's happened? 5. Oh, Michael Gem, whatever factions. Chaos Space Marines. I'd be friends with Mike for that. And Raven Guard as well. Okay.
And it's +1. D6
yeah,
+1,
6 shots. This is good.
It stood still, so...
+1 to hit rolls.
3s.
3s, nice. And it's decent enough dice rolling. 4 is average actually, so 4 have made it through.
Strength 14.
Toughness 11, so you're going to be on your 3s. It's Michael Gem and Firepower 2 make it through.
Yeah, so
2 could do it.
It's -3, flat 3.
-3, right. Right. So, yeah, I start on a 2-up save, thankfully. -3 takes me to 5+. There's cover in between, so 4+. In which case, I'll strands 1. Oh, and by the way, there's a third 6 has appeared. As in the comment section previously, subscribers or viewers reminded me that with Wraith Lords, if they destroy a target, they get D6 to add to their fate dice pool. So I rolled dice and got a 6. We tucked that one back in. Thank you, viewers, for that one. And then we've used a 4 here to block that. So one's been stopped, and now Mike's gonna. I'm gonna try and save.
The save first, yeah.
Coming right up. Yeah. And it's a 4+. I think it's. Damage is bad enough, and I'm wounded. I'll try and stay alive here. So I'm going to command reroll. People wouldn't agree doing that, but we'll try and block this. We do. We stop it on a 5. So that has been stopped. That damage has not come through. There was an opportunity there to bring the Wraith Lord down, but some trickery and some command rerollery stopped it. Okay, so Eldar, they drive you mad. That's for sure.
Many wounds left on 5.
Still 5 left to go. Yeah, there's some small arms firepower left. Maybe could chip off some wounds. They are lethal hits though. Your 6s will go straight through, so there is some potency.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of is focus everything that's in range, which is 10 of them.
Yeah.
Into here.
Try and get him. Yeah.
Using the Overlord's free CP that allows me to reroll the wounds.
All right, fish for 6s.
Fish for 6s.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, there's not out of the woods yet. There's still some chance. I was going to say use the Tachyon arrow, but Mike's gone for the orb here for better reanimation protocols. That would have been a Tachyon arrow moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 10 shots, needing 2s because the character leads the unit, right?
Yeah. And the reason I'm rerolling my wounds is because the unit is led by a character. If they wasn't led by a character, it's reroll wounds of 1.
Oh, okay, for the stratagem, gotcha.
Yeah, for the stratagem.
Okay. And what's that stratagem called?
It's called Protocol of the Conquering Tyrant.
Mike's getting it for 0 CP because of the Overlord in the unit.
Sorry, can I correct myself?
Yep.
Conquering Tyrant, you can reroll your win roll every one half range, but because it's led by a character, it goes to full range instead.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So 6s are useful.
Yeah.
And there's an absolute ton. 5, half of them have come through. This is a game of extreme dice rolling. Can sense it.
Where was all this? One of them needing the saves. 6s.
And another one. And then going to fish for 6s.
Yeah.
Sure, there's no more to go. There's another one. Out of 10 dice, Mike's got 7.
Yeah.
And they're AP -1.
-1, yeah.
And there's no cover in between for me this time, so we're looking at 3s. Oh, it's a good result. It was too much task really to do all the wounds, but 3 wounds have come through, which is a good result. Knocking us down to 2 wounds left. Almost got him.
Well, I have the Overlord and the Technomancer to show.
Okay. So he survived with 2 wounds left. There's nothing else that's available. Overlord's got the Resurrection Orb and the Blade, and then the Technomancer is out of range. So he'll survive, but the wounds he's taken, he'll keep. He's just going to stay on 2 for as long as he can survive on the board. And then we'll head over to the other flank. So it's the Tomb Blades across the other side. Particle Beamers, they're going to go into the Wraith Guard. This could hurt. They have devastating wounds. Yeah, Particle Beamers, they've changed now. It used to be flat 6 shots. It's D6 now. D6 just straight D6, no +1. So you are going to be on +1 because of our unit size. Squad of 5.
So D6 shots each.
Mike's committed this to
Carl
Roden, bit of Tyranid help.
10.
13 by the looks of it. +5. So 18 shots in total. My bad maths here. 28 shots in total. I left out 10 for some reason. So just check back on the footage. 28 shots. There's a lot of shots coming through. Wraith Guard are tough enough, but they can't stand up to devastating wounds. Michael Fish for 6s once again.
I'll attempt to.
Here we go. It's quite clinical, cold-hearted killing efficiency here from both armies. Eldar have done it. Necrons doing the same.
What's your toughness in there?
Oh, they're tough. They are tough. Toughness 7.
So I need 5s.
5s wounds. 2+.
Yeah.
Ballistic skill 2+. That is some efficiency. Okay.
Right.
So 6s for wounds.
I roll 1 then.
Lots of 6s will cause trouble for this unit. There will be 6s in this roll. There's no doubt about that. But how many? Yes, okay. So there's devastating, and then 5s, which there's none. Strange. Okay. So have I got any kind of Eldar shenanigan-y stuff going on as far as feel no pains? Yeah, once we battle round an enemy unit targets this unit. After the unit has finished making its attacks, the unit can shoot as if it were a shooting phase. Okay, we'll fire back after being shot at. I'll take that. Okay. If we're in range, we'll check that. But wounds coming through. There are 3 wounds a model, so we'll lose a model and take 2 wounds on another. So, yeah, it doesn't say who we can shoot at. We can shoot at anybody, I'm guessing. So they're all in range. So, I think we'll shoot at the Tomb Blades with 4 shots. So they're on their own. I really do need that second Spirit Seer, but the points jump pushed up the cost, so the Eldar had to drop him. So anyway, we'll go for our shots, which we get 2. Then there's the Eldar shenanigan each time this unit shoots, which misses, shoots or fights, and then we'll go for wounding on 2s. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. Mike's got Shadow Loom.
Yeah, I
have a vulnerable save.
Shadow Loom and a Shield Vein, so starting at 3 plus save and a 5 plus invuln.
Okay, Michael take 2 5+ invulnerable saves, raping -4. So here come the rolls, and blocked 1. Okay, he might not be slain here. We'll see what we roll. It is D6. And it's a 4. Alright, so 1 Tomb Blade destroyed. 1 for 1 swap. Okay. So firepower's now finished for the Necrons. They've done some damage. They could have taken out him, but he's managed to survive thanks to trickery with the Strands of Fate dice and so on. Charges, yes. Triarch Praetorians, multiple targets for them. They could go that way. The easiest charges across here. The Avatar is pretty much just as close, so plenty of options available here for the Triarch Praetorians. 6-inch charge required. Mike wants to charge both of these, but not the Avatar. I'll probably then heroically intervene. And they can reroll their charge.
Yep, so 6 required.
10. Oh boy, in they go. So, Heroic Intervention will not take place because it costs 2 CP. I've only got 1. So, they've gone in. Excellent roll. They've had to stay just over an inch away, so 3 of them will get to fight him. We'll see if they've got enough punch to try and take out those 2 wounds, and the rest can fight against the other Wraith Lord. I can't interrupt play, so Mike's free to fight first with his unit. Well, interrupt play will make no difference anyway, actually. So Mike's going to go first with this unit. Yeah, he's got a CP. If there's any kind of stratagems to try and help out, Wraith Lords are tough customers. I think Mike will be trying to wound on 6s here, so it's going to be a tough enough task for them.
Toughness?
Toughness 11.
So I can get the wounds to 5s of a pair CP for the Hungry Void.
Right. That'll double the number of wounds coming through, yeah, and it's going to be spent. That's points well spent. Mike's going for the Zog Punch here. The dice. Bjork the Zog Puncher. Patreon roll. So, 3 models. They're 4 attacks each. So, 12 attacks with these. They're going to try and take out him. Stratagem's been played to give Mike 5 pluses to wound.
So, Hungry Void +1 to the strength. Now, again, it was being led by a character. You could improve the armor penetration by another 1.
Nice.
So, 3s.
Not 2s.
Nope. Weapon skill 3+.
I'll do.
And it's not led by a character, so yeah.
5 pluses. This is the Void Blades. Oh, I can see 3.
3, yeah.
And what's the AP minus?
2.
Minus 2. 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. 4 ups required. We'll go Darren Gardner for a bit of toughness for his Death Guard and Beast Snaggers. Oh, we've passed 2. And you're doing it, Mike. You're doing it, but we're still alive. 1 wound left. 1 pesky wound left. I don't think there's much that can be done about it. Oh, dear me. Mike's on that same path that James embarked on all those years ago. It's a familiar path for players against the Eldar. A path of despair, frustration, and admiration, of course, for the Eldar. Okay. So next lot of attacks coming through. This will be the weight of the dice going against the other Wraith Lord.
So 6 going into that one, yeah.
6 of them, yeah. 7. Squad of 10. And another 4. 3s. The toughness of the Wraith Lord's really helping them out here.
I think my dice rolls helping as well.
And that as well, yeah. Look, there's lots of 1s and 2s. Oof, nearly half the dice. 5s to win again, thanks to the stratagem. And it's a good recovery. There's a lot have made it through. Way above average. That's crazy.
3, 4, 6, 8.
Okay. 4 pluses. And we've rolled below average here. We've taken 5 wounds. That's half killed the other Wraith Lords. He's dropped down to 5. Okay, so damage is coming through. Both Wraith Lords remain. They'll now swing with their great glaives. We do have a sweep attack option with them. We'll turn their 4 attacks into 8 attacks. And they'll come through at... Yeah, I think it's the way to go. It's going to be 4s though. Strength 7 minus 2, but it is 2 damage. So we'll look for... We'll go for the first one. We'll go for the wounded one, or the one that's on 1 wound left. 4s. We'll reroll a single hit roll, which helps. So just half have come through. I doubt we'll wipe the Triumph Praetorians here. 3s to wound, and we'll reroll that one. Okay, so 4 come through at minus 2. So 4 saves of 5+. And they all go through. So 4 Triarch Praetorians slain. It's a bit of a Phoenix Law clash here. That's Nate Miller's squad. Taking 4 casualties. They've just been struck by Ben Shaw. That was that Wraith Lord. And now BPP Wargame, the other Wraith Lord, is going to strike as well. 8 attacks. If you roll really well, we could get a wipeout, but that'd be crazy. In 4s. And that's crazy. Hang on. We got a built-in reroll. No, okay, failed with that one. 7 out of 8 though. 3s to wound. Ooh. Yeah, a bit scary here. We'll reroll this one. And that's helped. And we'll leave it at that. But 6 have made it through at minus 2. Good dice rolling, really good dice rolling. 4 been blocked, so just the 2 make it through. A scary moment, but Mike's recovered well with the dice. Right, so that's the situation. Wraithlord's doing really well, actually, to hack that many of the Triarch Praetorians down. So real nasty clash taking place on this flank. So strategic, this does help as well, just with the OC control. Wraithlords are actually 3 each. They're pretty good on objectives, and the Avatar's there anyway as well. His OC is 5. Triarch Praetorian is just worth 1 point each. So Eldar have managed to retain control of this flank objective. So damage coming through against these Wraithlords, but they've stood up well enough, and both of them have survived. All right, so turn 1 comes to an end. It's been very eventful, that's for sure. Points coming through is none, so Mike's burnt those secondaries, so we'll draw 2 fresh cards next turn. I think Eldar have certainly done enough damage. Necron infantry has moved out. We've seen a clash over on this flank. Eldar have retained their position on these 2 central objectives with characters as well, so they're about to pick up a good number of points. A bit scary over on that flank. Eldar are going to need to try and deal with that or back away or see what decisions are made across there. And then really, it's trying to crack Necron warrior squads with the units that we have across here. We'll see if the Eldar can do that. I think the Eldar have their pointy ears ahead. We'll see if things stay that way. We'll go on to their second turn, which I think is going to be an eventful one, coming up next. Right, so we are on turn 2 for the Eldar. There's a number of moves that they can do. I think this game's escalating fast. We could see a load of shooting and close combat take place from both sides, but Eldar are poised to strike first. 15 points picked up for primaries, 6 here for the character and control, 6 here for the character and control, and a further 3 for the home objective. Puts us on 15, so a brilliant amount of points, maximum amount of points going through for the Eldar at the start of their turn 2. So we're about to move. We've got a question that's come up. See what you think of this and let us know the correct answer, if you know it, in the comments section. So we're talking about Janezar and the Banshees. Banshees have an ability here, acrobatic. This unit is eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced or fell back. So the unit of Banshees gets it, but Janezar is attached to them. She does not have that role. She doesn't have that role, they do. So what do we do? Do we not let the whole unit have that role, in which case I can't advance and charge because Janezar is with them? Or is it the case that Janezar can advance and charge with the unit that she is attached to? We reckon, we're both in agreement, that they can advance and charge. It says here, this unit is eligible to declare a charge in turn in which it advanced or fell back. Janezar, it's obvious here, Janezar is can be attached to the following unit of Howling Banshees, so she can legally join them. She becomes part of that unit, in which case this unit is eligible to declare a charge in the turn in which it advanced. We reckon that's the interpretation of the rules. Let us know what you think. If Janezar is with them, can they still advance and charge? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments section below. Interesting discussion we've had about that. I think that's the case. Been looking at the rules here for units. You can't see anything in there. For attached characters, nothing in unit coherency. And then we were looking at attached units. Some characters can join. It doesn't really talk about rules, effects as such. It's just talking instead about bodyguard units and protecting them and so on. So we're not sure on that one, but I think that's the correct interpretation. Do let us know in the comment section below. Bit of 40k trivia for you with that. It's quite critical, that one, because it means that Janezar, they can advance, move a bit further out from their transport vehicle. All right, we interrupt this movement phase to bring you a news flash. So Mike's overwatching like crazy here. So I move around here. I should have known it was going to happen. Overwatched with these. I got off lightly. 2 benches lost. So they moved out from here. 3 inches, 8 inches. Then paid a CP for matchless agility across this. Made it to there. Mike's then shot. Falcons move round to present that supporting firepower to help them as they go in. Then remain in close combat. Move the avatar up. Move these round, move the Wraith Guard around, kept Bright Star where he is on that objective, harvesting the points. I'm thinking about what to do with these, and then Mike's interrupted to fire Overwatch for free, and you can do it even though you've already used the stratagem this turn. Yeah, he's going to Overwatch, so with the Hexmark Destroyer, he's on patrol here, and he's going to shoot with his precision shots at the spirits here.
Yep, so it's just hitting on 2s as normal. Inescapable death.
Here it comes. Patreon.
Yes.
There's some left. Dan C. Yep. Okay.
So 6. Hit on 2s.
See if Dan C is a cowboy or not. Here it comes. 1 miss. Not lethal?
No.
Okay.
No. Strength 6, toughness
3.
I'm hoping 3. Be nice for 3s.
Yeah, I think so. Spirits here. Oh yeah, toughness 3.
So
2s to win.
2s to win.
Okay.
4 at -2.
-2's good, but of course we're carrying a 4+ invulnerable save. We'll go for some Imperial help here. Marcus Anthony. Oh, it's bang on halfway, so 2 wounds taken. Scary moment there. Gunslinging cowboy almost picked out the spirits here. Put 2 wounds on him. Okay, good shooting. We'll press on. A little bit of movement done. A little bit of movement to go. We'll move these 2 units. Okay, so the rest of the movement's done for the Eldar. Shining Spears have jumped across to here to lend a bit of firepower support. Maybe rally around, spin around and go for a charge across here. Then the Wind Riders have jumped up on top here to lend some firepower support over on the left-hand side. So movement's done. Eldar are going to call upon firepower a fair bit here this turn and then try and soften up their targets, then going for the charge. Whether we can get wipeouts or not, we'll have to see. We must get wipeouts here if we're to prevail against the Necrons. If you don't, they just start recovering, get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. So now's the time for a hammer blow. We'll see if the Eldar can do it. So I'm going to try and get the order of this right. I'm going to fire this first. Shuriken Cannon into here. And then the Pulse Laser and Bright Lance is going into the Canoptic Doomstalker. So I think it'd be wise to do the Shuriken Cannon first, just to make sure I hit that target, just on the off chance we miss with all 3 dice. I'm going to commit all the firepower from this Falcon to a friend, who shall be, Chris Comiskey. Okay, here come Chris Comiskey's shots. And that's exactly what's happened. The wrong Patronic dice to pick. 2 1s and a 2. Unbelievable. Okay, so I shall now use my built-in reroll hit roll. Please don't ruin this. Oh, okay, we've got it. A hit comes through. 3's to wound. And I'm going to leave it at that, so it's not going to wound. But we've got our hit, which is all that's required, I believe, for this to work. Yeah, it says here. Select one enemy unit. Hit. I had to hit them. So, okay. We'll go on to the Bright Lance next. Hits. We'll try and wound the Doomstalker, which we do. We've got a 6 here. So, 4+ invulnerable save. Now, bear in mind, this is a Bright Lance. We could go for the max out on that and get 8 wounds. This is an important roll. Mike goes to Nicholas Lucas here.
Yes!
Blocked. Oh, Mike cries out with joy. That was an important roll. Just stopped 8 wounds from going through against that target. Oh, man. Okay. Pulse Laser next. Used up my hit roll. 1 hit comes through. And there's a wound. So D6 damage could come through unless Mike rolls a plus. No. The agony and the ecstasy. Anything you want to do about that?
No.
I know he's going to recover wounds, so I'm not going to bother. I'll just go for a straight up organic dice roll over 2. So 2 wounds caused. Nothing to worry about. Shuriken pistols from the Exarch and 2 Banshees. Yeah, we will just keep that as it is. Then we'll go for wounding on 4s. We get 1. Come through at AP -1, so save of 5+. Necron Warrior passes. Okay, then we'll go for Janezar and her Triskel. She's got points to prove here, whether she stays in the list or not. And it's doubt will be cast on her if she limits their ability for advancing and charging. That could really mess them up, so we'll see. The Silent Death. 2. A reroll, single hit roll. Okay. Now wound on 3s is this one. Now reroll, single wound roll. Okay, 4 come through. AP -2, so 4 saves are 6+. Blocked 1. I take it from the front.
Yeah, take it from the front.
Okay, so 3.
I'm going to spend CP.
2.
Protocol of the Eventual Stars.
Which is
1 Necron unit from your army that had 1 or more models destroyed as a result of the attacking unit.
Is going to shoot me.
I can shoot you so with a shooting face.
No.
And I can recover. So, oh no, that's only if it's a character I can recover. So everything there now is going to shoot down witches.
No way, that's evil. That is completely evil. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just need to count them out.
Right. Yes. So front rank was Reapers that were lost. You got 7 Reapers. Should be 14 shots. That's unbelievably good. Necron Warriors, I think, are here to stay in this list. How useful is that? Overwatch with them, take damage, shoot again. Fantastic. Go ahead. We're in massive trouble now.
Yeah.
I've got any built-in minuses? Nothing. And you're firing at what? Normal ballistic skill?
Yeah.
And you got lethal hits?
Lethal hits.
He's got 4 of them.
Rapid fire 2.
Yep.
Yep.
So 4 lethals.
4, yep. And these will be
3s to wound.
3s.
Another 3.
2.
7.
7.
Oh no. What a vengeful stratagem. That is dead. Just Janezar left. Oh, we had a charge all lined up. Wow, good shooting. Midnight Miniatures all type gone as well. Just Janezar on her own. Oh man, that flank's not so good now. And some lethal hits coming through against her. This is Gore's Flayers. Nice. She's toughness 4. I suppose it's simultaneous though. She's just carrying on.
So it's
3s to win.
Would have been 3s to win the extra. This one's now strength 5 anyway. So.
-1.
-1.
So we're down to 3 up armor save now on Janezar. Passed all of them except 1, so she takes a wound. But a bodyguard stripped away, and a wound comes through against Janezar herself. Good stuff from the Necron Warriors. Clever use of stratagems here from Mike. Well done. So I think we can do this. The Wraith Lords are going to fire out of close combat and go against that. It's -1 to hit rolls, so it'll be on 5s. So we'll do 2 bright light shots here. Reroll single hit roll. We do get a hit. 3s to wound. Failed. Rerollable. Yeah, 1 wound comes through. So 4+ invulnerable save. Be careful because we could go. Ooh. Right. I haven't used this up yet. No, okay. Yeah, we'll go for 8 wounds then. Oh, that's a cheeky... What is it now? Down to 2. We'll go for the other one next. I'll reroll a single hit roll. Come on. No, just about failed. This one does go through. 3's to wound. It is a wound. 50-50 chance to stay alive. Living on a knife edge here in this game. Down to 2 wounds left. So I'm looking around for firepower. He's escaped. I've got nothing else that can see and shoot at him. So I think we could fire the shuriken catapults into the combat, which we've done, and caused a wound across there. So we'll press on. We'll go for the avatar. His only target is the warriors, so we'll put some shots into those. Yeah, go on. So 2's a hit, and a 2 is a kill. Feel no pain though.
What's the damage?
Yeah, so I need to know the damage, which is it's a 3 and 2, 5 wounds.
5?
Yeah, on Necron warrior's surely been pulverized here.
5 ups. Yep.
He's gone. Okay. Okay, so Shining Spears, 12 shots. We're going to the warriors. It might stretch out our charge, but we've got to try and whittle the numbers down if we can. So are they hitting on 2s? I'm just checking because you never know. Nope. 3's. Reroll a single hit roll. Terrible shooting from them. And then 4's to win. I'll reroll win roll. Just the 2 come through. Mike can take shelter behind the barricade, so I'll get 4 up saves, and nope, and then feel no pains.
2 apiece, is it?
No, just the 1 damage. So just 2 rolls of 5+. Okay, 2 models slain. Now what's happened?
Overlord.
What's he doing?
May well be done.
Oh no!
Once per battle round, 1 unit from your army with this ability can be targeted with stratagem for 0 CP, even if you already targeted a different unit with that stratagem this phase.
He's not going to do that shooting thing again.
Protocol of the Vengeful Stars.
No! Well, if you could do it. You may as well go for it.
Oh.
So you're just going to offload firepower of all of them?
Everything into the Shining Spears.
Oh! Man, Necron stratagems. So you'll take the 2 models.
Yep.
And shoot with the rest.
Shoot with the rest. I just need to count what the rest is now. I think of 1, 2.
Yeah, you lost 2, so 3, sorry, in total. Yeah, so 17 left. So not all are in range. A couple of Reapers out of range. Not all rapid fire as well for the Gauls Flares. They have to go against the target that shot them, which was the Shining Spears. It was a mistake on their part. Strong Necron stratagems. What an exhibition we're seeing from these Necron warriors. You really can move out without much panic with those. You've got the numbers, you've got the ability to put models back on the board, you've got stratagems where you can call upon Overwatch and firepower. It's fantastic to see these warriors, how dynamic they are. 14 shots from the Reapers in total, 14 shots from the Gauls Flares, all going against the Shining Spears. I think we have a built-in -1. Yeah. So that'll cancel out the +1 for having a character in the squad. Yep. So Mike will go back to 3s, which is still a blistering amount of firepower. Are you starting 4s?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go to 3s, back to 4s. Okay. 6s are good. Couple of lethals. Oh man. I think you're 3s to wound of these because you're strength 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the wounds from the Reapers.
2, 4, 6.
And then -2.
-1.
-1. Okay. So I reckon I can claim a bit of cover with this model. The rest, all his models can see mine. So we'll go across here first of all, starting with 3-up save. -1 cover back to 3-ups. So I'm just going to roll these one at a time. Ouch. We're going to lose a bike here. Past that one. Failed. And... come on, reroll. Get told off. So I'll reroll that one. Passed. So back to 3s. Passed. No, it's just a dead model. And then back to 4+ now. No, okay, so model slain. And then wound on another. So far, so good. This is a very expensive unit. This is the Raycross unit across. They've been caught out with some Necron firepower. So here comes Gore's Flayers next.
Oh, not so good this time.
Oh, we got off lightly. Forced to wind. Ah, 3 5s and a 6. 4 of them. Yeah, another wound taken. Yeah, so that's that model there. Well, 100% worth it. They're expensive, about 30 odd points each for those. So CP for about 60 points of Eldar stuff on the table. Brilliant result, Mike. Very, very good indeed. Good use of the stratagems. Do correct us if we're wrong, but I think Mike's able to do that, no problem at all. Necron Warriors holding the line here. Very staunch in their defence.
Yes.
No, this is getting ridiculous. Right, Hexmark Destroyer, all of those pistols. They shot, so they can be shot at by him. I just fired a shuriken pistol from here at the Warriors, and then Mike reckons he can shoot him again with the Hexmark.
Because it says, each time an enemy unit targets a friendly Necron unit within 3 inches of this model with ranged attacks, after that enemy unit has shot, this model can shoot as if it were your shooting phase.
That's mad. That's crazy. Right, Necron Warrior squads, each with a Hexmark will combine them.
Yep, certainly.
Mike's falling in love again with the Necrons. Right, so Hexmark against it.
Yeah, so 2s. And of course I roll 1s.
Correct us if we're wrong. I hope we are wrong on this one because this is powerful stuff from the Necrons.
Strength 6.
3s on those bikes. Ugh, 3.
-2. 1 damage.
No, 5+. I'll go on the Exarch for the 4+ invulnerable save. Pass them all. Expert. Boy, well done. And now a chance to pick out that Spirit Seer. Oh, the Hexmark is a bane. All of them with quadruple 6. Who's in charge of it? It's Amy Almo, Phoenix Sword.
2s.
Oh, they're all wounded. Oh, we're dead. We're gone. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. I wonder if you're rolling against the toughness of the unit.
It's precision.
Yeah. See, yeah, well, consult. I think you're rolling against the toughness of the unit. Interesting. Toughness 7, yeah. So Mike hits wounds as normal against the unit, and then once those wounds come through, he then, instead of me allocating, he allocates them, which he then puts onto the character. Or it may not be a character. You could put it onto like a heavy bolter that's buried in a squad, something like that. Okay, so 3 instead of 6,
yeah.
So it's helped us a bit. We'll now go for saves of 4+ invulnerable save. I think I'm going to go here. Oh, double 6. We're okay, got 1 win left. Nope, we don't. We're gone. There's nothing I can do. Nope, Spirit Seer's gone. Pick it out. Wow. Good work for that Hexmark Destroyer. Oh, I shot you.
Oh, so it did.
Have another go. Shoot at the avatar.
Needing.
Well, toughness 12, 6 to wind. Got it. Winged him. Pass though, no problem. 5+. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a step away from the carnage that is the alleyway of doom here. We'll go to these. The Wind Riders is Chris Comiskey's squad, and we're going to put them into the Tomb Blades. We're quite cut out for taking them on. 18 shots in total. There's -1 to the hit rolls. So we are looking at 4s for hits. 6s would be great. Oh, I'm liking the look of this.
No, I don't want to.
We'll reroll single hit roll. Nice again. So what we do is we take these away. Those 5 6s generate 5 more hits. Oh yes. Tomb Blades. We're going to end up in the tomb. 3s to wound, strength 6, toughness 5, reroll a single win roll. Nice. It's AP -1 on 12. 12 saves of 4+. Damage 2. In the open. They've been caught here by a Comiskey ambush. Oh, it's Phoenix Sword against Phoenix Sword as well. It's JP under fire here.
And what's the damage on them too, yeah?
Damage 2. Twin Blades. Gonna go.
1,
2, 3, 4.
4. Yep.
Oh no. I didn't get you.
Nope.
He survived. Yeah, careful. Maybe take them all apart from the one at the back.
Yeah.
Because there's Wraith Lords on patrol here, Wraith Guard on patrol, which are still yet to shoot. Wraith Guard are in range, thankfully, just about by about 1.5 inches, so we'll get to shoot those. So we'll fire them into that target, all 4 of them. Try and take them down. -1, so we're on 5s. Yeah, we need something special. Raycross. I'm getting slightly annoyed, and Ray is an Eldar player. And I'm even more annoyed. They've all missed. 3 1s and a 3.
You roll like me.
Well, now, but we've got a little bit of Eldar trickery, which misses. Oh, Team Blades are going to escape. That's 2 units that have escaped. Well, the Canoptic Doomstalker on 2 wounds left, and the Team Blades, just 1 model left, but that's all Mike needs to start the rebuilding process with those. A little bit of firepower left with the snipers at the back. Firepower support from here. Going to go into the Scorpex. So sniper rifles first of all. Reroll single hit roll.
Stealth.
Yes, for your enhancement.
Yeah.
I'm going to look to see if we're hitting you on 2s. We used to. And we don't anymore. So in fact, we've missed with the snipers entirely. Thanks to their ability. And then here with the scatter lasers, those hitting on 3s are now hitting on 4s. 6s don't mean anything. That's pretty good. Strength 5?
They are
Toughness 6, I reckon.
6.
Yeah, 5's to win. Reroll a single dice. There's no AP -1. 3 saves of normal, no AP minus.
No AP minus, so I don't get the benefit of cover then.
Oh, you do? Oh, you don't?
No, can't make it better than a 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Got it. Yep.
Fine.
Pass them all anyway. Scorpic Destroyers, not a scratch on them. Okay. I think that's firepower complete here. Yeah. We're going to charges next. All right, so charges taking place. Janes are in comfortably. Avatar failed. He gives +1 to the charge rolls, but he still failed. So we then command re-rolled and use a strand. Reckon you can do that. So I used a 5 just to make sure the charge went in. So he went in. Wraith Guard have gone in. There's no Spirit Seal with them, so not going to resurrect any models. Not going to get +1 to hit rolls. No charges across here. And then the Shining Spears just charging across in this direction to try and finish off the Triarch Praetorians. Right, so Mike's 0 CP shenanigans have been used up, so there's no danger of any interrupt play, not enough CP, so Eldar charging units are free to fight. Okay, Jane's up, not too bad. I can go for 12 attacks with her, which we'll do. Now, she's not leading the unit, she's sitting on 2s anyway. And that shot, so that's going to give her the reroll wounds. The Falcon makes an attack that targets it. Yeah, reroll wounds, nice. Okay, so we're looking at, this is quite potent actually. So looking at 2s to hit with the Blade of Destruction. Reroll that single one that's missed. Alrighty, so they've all hit. Strength 4, toughness 4. So 4's to kill. Because it's AP -3, I will re-roll the win roll here. She has reaped the whirlwind. She's killed 11 Necron warriors single-handedly with the Blade of Destruction. It's insane. Mike's pulled models away out of close combat just to free them up. I can't consolidate with her, so it means he's freed up his unit for repairs and to remain on the objective and to be out of close combat. But Jane's exemplary stuff from her, incredible amount of attacks and damage coming through, but Mike can rebuild. We'll shift across to the next unit to fight. Right, next up, Avatar of Kane. We'll do his attacks. We'll go through his 12 attacks with him. Now reroll that one and the missed. Level hit. So we're using the Wailing Doom, the sweep attack. 3 to wound at strength 7. Now we'll reroll a single hit roll or wound roll. Good number have failed. And these come in AP -2. So we're looking at 6s to save on 6 dice. Nothing too scary. None. And then we'll pair up for Feel No Pains, coming from the Technomancer. Someone give me precision to get rid of him. Okay, Snake Eyes is one gone. Michael, just roll these pairs up. Gone. He's looking for 2 5s, really. Almost. So that's 3 so far. 4, 5, and the final one. No, alright. So, 6 warriors slain. Okay, so there's 11 left in that squad. Avatar's sat where he is. Mike's removed the casualties, and then we've pushed in, made a piling move with the Wraith Blades. Or maybe just zoom in so you can capture the battle here. Ramsey's fighting away, still protected by his bodyguard. Eldar characters and heavy hitting infantry are moving in. Could crunch this game. It's only turn 2. I'm going to commit this to a choppy friend. Blood Angels Ryan. Here we go. I wonder if... I've got a feeling... No, he's not player. I thought it was... That's okay. We're going to look for 4s. I need to roll above average here to try and wipe the unit if we can. And it's not good. Duh. We get some. We need to roll above average though, and we rolled just below average. We reroll a single hit roll, which doesn't help. Spirit Seer is missing. It would have made all the difference. And we do get our wounds though, so these are coming in at AP -2. 6 of them do make it through. 6s.
No.
6, yeah, it's fine.
No.
Passed. And then we're now looking at Feel No Pains again. Can be paired up because these are damage 2 of the axes. So 5s require 2 5s or better. No, it's 2. Third one, almost. Almost again. And the last one. Almost again. Okay, so 5 slain. Okay, casualties removed. Bodyguard still operational, much to the frustration of the Eldar units. We'll go across here now. Shining Spears. Do the Exarch first of all. He's got the Star Lance hitting on 2s. It will hit. Strength 4. 5s to wound. Lance. 4s to wound. A reroll a single win roll, which helps. That was a 4+. So 3 have made it through. And these are coming in at AP -3. This is the Star Lance, yeah.
6s.
6 is needed. Blocked 1. 2 damage each time. So 2 models slain.
Oops, 2.
1 and 2. And then the other Shining Spears, 3 of them. Needing 3s. Nice. Needing 4s. This is a game full of revenge here. 6 make it through. These are AP -2 for laser lances. Got them. All right. Target eliminated. Okay. Good tidy up here at the back. Here with the Shining Spears. So that's their combat finished. So melee's not over yet. Mike gets to strike back here with his unit. And bear in mind there's the Overlord in there with his blade.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 warriors hitting on 3s because of +1. Strength 4.
5s to wound.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Ramses next.
Warlord's blade. 2, 4. Hitting on 2s.
Go.
Oh.
Yeah, Travis and Jen are a pair.
Yeah, so because of 2 characters. So Travis can be 1, Jen can be the other.
Okay, ladies first. Jen with the blade attacks from Ramses.
Yeah, so 2s. Strength 8.
Whoa, 3's to wound. One comes through.
Devastating.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, damage of 2, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, so we'll take 2 wounds. Okay.
Staff of Light, 2 attacks hitting on 4s,
yeah. Ugh, missed. Okay, and that's about it.
That was it,
Yeah, okay, combat's resolved here. Casualties heavy for the Necrons, but not irreversible. Warrior squads surviving, doing bodyguard work. So, Mike, not in too much of a panic. If both those warrior squads had been destroyed, yeah, there would have been big trouble for the Necrons. But both remain alive and they can be rebuilt, and quick enough. There's characters, reanimation protocol rolls that can be made to really boost their numbers. So, combat's resolved here. We'll see what kind of points the Eldar have picked up as we round off their turn 2. Okay, points coming through. I've dumped capture enemy outpost. I could try and hang on to it, but I'll leave it. Bring it down. We'll leave that one in play. So, nothing for secondaries this turn. 15 points for primaries, nice and strong. 21 points to 0. So, early stages, really, there's plenty of game time as far as turns are concerned. But Eldar have got themselves ahead by a fair bit. Yeah, having said that, Mike, you've got a character over on the right-hand side on that objective. So Mike's about to pick up 6, and that one, 9. So he's not too far behind. We'll see what secondaries come up. We're on to turn 2 now. For the Necrons, they need to reassemble and then hurl themselves into the fight. The cavalry could well be arriving across here. Scorpec destroyers at full strength, loaded up and ready for a scrap. We'll go on to their turn 2. For the Necrons coming up next. All right, so turn 2 here for the Necrons. Mike's just finishing up the command phase. 2 points or 2 wounds restored to the Canoptic Doomstalker. A number of Necron warriors being added back to this squad. Roll really well here for this squad across here as well. So numbers have swelled with the Necron warriors that'll bolster the mechanical hearts of the Necrons. It's that flank I'm worried about. We could be just being pinned down by the Necrons across here whilst these Scorpec destroyers move through. We're yet to see them fight on the channel in 10th edition, so it'll be interesting to see how well they get on. Where do they go? Where do they go is the question.
So these are going to fall out just to give me more space to get more in.
Yes, okay. Let Mike make his moves. If you enjoy our games, you want to help support the channel, the best way to do that is YouTube channel membership. Link for that on the channel homepage or in the video description below. Most people go for Aspect Warrior level, which means you can join us over on Discord. You get a loyalty badge in the comment section on YouTube, and then you also get access to all of our bonus content, including battle reports. What was the latest one we've done? It's Custodes Eldar.
That was the channel membership, yeah?
Yeah, Custodes versus Eldar. Mike's Custodes against this Eldar list. Cracking game. It was a turn 5 on, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, that was one I wanted.
That was an
was,
interesting game for sure. It went to turn 5. There was some heroic shenanigans going on from both sides in that battle. But what we do is you can help support the channel, and as a reward, we produce extra content which you can then gain access to at the different levels. So Aspect Warrior is the main one. If you want to go high, then you can go on to Autarch, where you can see Autarchs being allocated to units. You can follow a unit around the board and see how it gets on. And the ultimate level is the Phoenix Lords. There's a number of guys that have joined us for that. They get allocated to whole units for all of our games. There's also the WhatsApp group. You can join all of us there, including myself, James, Tom, and Mike, and all the others from around the world. And then there's extra perks as well, which we reveal once you arrive. So that's the options. But the idea is this channel is supported by the fans, and so any support that you can give is much appreciated. But when you do help the channel, we like to give something in return. So battle reports, army development videos, secret projects, and so on, all available on YouTube channel membership. Okay, a twist in the tale here. So Mike's moved the Scorpec Destroyers up. I'm going to Overwatch now with the Avatar, who now finds himself outside of close combat. So this is where it's tricky with him. Spend a CP, got one left. Then what we do is use a Strands for a 6 for our hit, which then pops the Wailing Doom sustained hits of D3. So we've got 1 hit plus D3. I'm going to commit this to a friend. And we'll go to Sam Hermes for this one. 5+ would be amazing. We get a 4. So we get 3 hits come through. We now try and wound the Scorpec Destroyers. Is there anything that's like a built-in -1 to the wound roll, anything like that going on with them?
No, it's only 4 melee.
Right.
And I'm inside of 12, so again.
Strength 16? 2s to wound. Right, so those have made it through. We've already discussed cover. I reckon Mike does get cover. So he's on a 2-up armor save. -4. 6s to block on 3 dice. Any 6s will be good. No. Damage of D6 plus 2. How many wounds are they each? I think they're 3.
3, yeah.
That's 3 slain. With that Overwatch. Avatar does it time and time again. He's just halved that squad with his flaming sword. I think Mike and I, we get on okay, but these two factions, they are spiteful. they hate each other. They absolutely do. This is the cruelest ways to die here going on in this game. Flaming sword pointed at the Scorpec Lord here, bringing down half of his bodyguards. Epic stuff. This is the valley of death and doom across here. It really is. Okay, so even in the movement phases here, there's nasty stuff going on from both sides.
By a character.
Yes.
Your unit activates its reanimation protocols.
Okay. He's thinking about this one here.
Hang on.
What's he doing? He's doing something.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I want to reanimate.
Okay.
D3 plus 1 wounds.
Yeah.
For protocol of anti-imaging.
Okay, for a CP.
So I get 1 model back completely.
Yep.
Right. I just need to check the range of the Technomancer. For it's at the end of the movement phase.
Right. Yes. What's been resolved now is in the movement phase, really, for my Overwatch. Right.
So regain D3 lost wounds.
Oh.
The Technomancer.
Okay.
So I'll activate that now and bring our 1 back on 2 wounds.
Okay.
3 inches of the bird. Model gains D3 lost wounds.
We've got a problem on inches then.
Yeah. So if I had thought about this, I'm outside.
Out of range.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So also wondering, is it like a repair or is it a reanimation? You know, to restore a model. It's out of range anyway. But I think Mike was trying to do was to put this model here. That's fine, with all of its wounds, and then to try and restore wounds. I think it's restoring wounds like he's restoring like a vehicle or something. Well, you switch it to here.
Yeah. Because it'll shoot better.
Yeah.
For 1.
All right, so 1 wound, foot back on, so back up to 5.
Yeah.
Technomancer is useful. It's very, very useful units if the Necrons. There's no doubt about that. The main line's backed off, as we can see. Infantry falling back, but they've done their job. They've fired in all sorts of different ways, causing trouble for the Eldar, blunting their attack, backing off, protecting characters, and then now we've got this counterpunch coming through with the Scorpec Destroyers. I was rejoicing there, bringing 3 of them down. Mike's restored 1 of them to play, so still a very potent unit indeed. Heavy infantry versus heavy infantry about to collide here in the Valley of Doom and Death. So that is movement phase finished. Lots of twists and turns in the movement phase here on turn 2. We're going to shooting phase next. Gauls Reapers from this squad, 16 shots with those. And then Necron Warriors is 8 shots with them. They're all going into Jane Czar to try and destroy her, which is quite doable.
So these are Gauls Reapers 4s.
4s for hits, 6s are lethal. Yeah, there's a few Patreons left. Chris Heim.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and then we're looking for... Oh, we're toughness 4 now, I think you're up against.
What was reverse?
Oh, no, Jane's ours toughness 3. 3's to wound. And there's loads. She's in trouble.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
AP minus.
1 for everything.
3 ups. So we'll try and keep Jane alive with Vagabond here, who is a... not technically Eldar. Yeah, Harlequins, that'll do. Oh no!
She did.
The last laugh. The joke's on us. 111. Help! 5 wounds. She died. And I could try and do rerolls, but there's the warrior squads, the rest of the... Oh.
Is that plus then?
I know. Yeah, I know. Oh, she's gone. Jane's removed. Jane's ours gone.
Yay.
She was impressive enough against Necron warriors, but dazzling number of attacks come through, very impressive, but she's gone. She's been mown down by some clever fallback and shoot manoeuvres from the Necron warriors.
So what I'm going to do then is the Doomsday Stalker.
Yeah,
We'll
Doomstalker.
The big one in the here.
Yeah, these targets haven't moved. Mike hasn't moved, I haven't moved, so you can go after who you were shooting at before.
And then the wee flares into
there. Right, the big gun to take out, just a single wound on Dreyflod. D6 plus 1 shots.
D6 plus 1, Aegis.
1. Oh dear. Agony and ecstasy this game. 2 shots in 3s.
3s, yes, because it stayed still.
Damage bracket, no.
The put me back up 1.
Back into normal, great. 2 3s exactly, thanks to the repair work from the Technomancer. A wound comes through. Okay, and minus
3 damage.
Minus 3, so it takes me to 5 up. Strand of Fate. I'll keep him alive. He's a good old soul. Who is that? It's Ben Shaw, who is a Phoenix Lord, and he supports Eldar and the Psychic races. Silence here, as Mike's shooting, I think, has been blunted against this target, keeping the Reef Lords alive. He'll function on full capacity, even on 1 wound left, so it's useful to have him on the board. Okay, that's my Strands of Fate for the phase used up. Which I can. I was thinking if I'd used it up already. The movement phase was the Overwatch from the Avatar, so shooting phase.
So it's...
I can use it. Oh, the piddly guns?
Yeah, it's 1 twin gauze flare, 1 shot, but rapid fire. So it's
2 shots.
2 shots then. So 3s, 2 hits,
5's to wound.
1, no EP, 1 damage.
3 up. And typical. Unless we are a 2 up, we are passed. Is it -1?
Nope.
Passed. Just about. Okay, so Canoptic Doomstalker, firepower finished. Scorpic Lord's going to fire his gun into the Wraith Blades. Lethal?
Nope, just rapid fire.
Okay.
Strength 6.
5's to wound.
1, -1, 1 damage.
3 up. Passed. Gauls blaster shots coming through for the Immortals. They've now rounded the corner and are available to shoot. Feels like they've been out of the game for ages, but it's only turn 2. Only missed out on turn 1 for firepower. So this is their shots coming through. They are now lethal.
Lethal.
6s are good.
Yeah, so hit on 2s, got 1 for 6s.
Oh, because it's a character of the unit. Got it, yeah. Loads of 6s. That's the Imperial Fist dice. Look at them. Loads.
Strength 5.
5's to wound.
I get to reroll all 1s because you're on an objective.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's reroll 1s,
Yep.
but if you're on an objective, I reroll all 1s.
Very useful indeed.
What do I need? Sorry, 5s?
Yep. This is some volley. This is a lot of wounds coming through. And there's some more. Very impressive.
6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
Ouch.
-1, 1 damage.
We got cover, so back up to 2s. There's a heap of 1s. It's enough to slay a model, which we have to take the wounded guy. So yeah, I had to take that model in the middle that had the wounds, so it's going to create some coherency problems for that squad.
Royal Warden, 2 shots.
We may not have to worry about it here with the firepower coming in.
3s. 5s. 1 at -1, 2 damage.
Past that one. Okay, that's them done. Team Blades with their firepower, same target, 2d6 shots.
4.
Just the 4. Hitting on 2s though.
2s, looking for 6s.
Are you looking for 6s to wound? Are they lethal? 6s to wound is devastating, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so here comes the wound roll.
Cool.
6s would be great.
No.
Okay. I think that's Necron firepower done. Necron resistance now is strung out across in this direction. This is where it's at here for the Necrons. You notice that they are across here. Eldar have more ground, more control. They still control the central objective, for example. Very clear across this side. The home objective quite safe. Necrons, on the other hand, maintaining a line across here, but the Eldar are dangerously close to the home objective. Eldar tactically have the edge at the moment, but Necrons become more and more powerful as the game goes on, as they recover and restore wounds. We'll press on to charges next. We'll shoot back with these. We'll go into the Tomb Blades. Once per battle round. We do get 2 hits, or we roll a single hit roll. We get 3. This is crazy. Anything else going on? No, Wraith Cannon. Okay. 6s would be mad. Oh, dear me, there's a 6. That's devastating wounds straight away. So we'll roll d6 damage. It's 2 devastating wounds. It's going to kill a Tomb Blade straight away. And then we're looking at a vulnerable save, which has been passed on a 6. Well done. There was another save. Mike's just rolled it and failed. So it's going to be d6 damage. I can't use strands. It's a 2 just about, and wipeout gone. JP squad removed from play. It's more damage, more shooting damage done in the movement phase. Than I know what phase. It's hard to know what phase are we on now. It's like I'm shooting in his shooting phase, he's shooting in mine. I'm shooting in his movement phase, he's shooting in mine. It's all sort of blurring across the lines here, the different phases. Very interesting. Okay, it's Phoenix Sword removed from play. That's JP removed and gone from that objective. Okay, so the Necron line shrinks a little bit more. It's still strong enough across here. We'll go on to charges next. Here we go. All right, so got another epic fight taking place across here. Mike didn't charge in against the Avatar. I don't have the CP to heroically intervene. Scorpic Destroyers have gone in. Plasma Sight's been activated. 3 mortal wounds caused as the Scorpic Lord went in with his special ability. So that's brought down one of the Wraith Blades, so 4 of them remain. I'd imagine Mike should be able to chop them down. He's going to get to strike first.
Yeah, so I'll have lethal hits.
Oh, hang on a second. I think I've got a special rule. Malevolent Souls. Each time on this unit is destroyed by a melee attack. So I don't think that was a melee attack. That's fine. Okay. If that model has not fought this phase, it's a 4+ to fight basically. So if you wipe me out, probably 2 of them will get to fight before removed from play. Not too scary. Or maybe we shall see. So who shall fight first? Imagine you damage 2 guys first with the blades. So here they come.
4 attacks each. Hitting on 2s now because it's being led by a character.
Yep. And lethal hits as well.
Lethal hits, yep.
So 6s are good. Now there's a load more. It's the Imperial Fist dice.
So
5 lethal hits make it through.
Sounds good, but it then takes away from the devastating wounds that the Plasma Sight now gives.
Right, yes. Now searching for 6s again. Which Mike gets 2 more 6s. We'll keep those separate.
Strength 7, toughness
7.
So that's a 1.
Okay.
2, 4, 6. At -2, 2 damage.
Yeah. So we know they're all the same damage. The 2... Yeah, it's all good. It's fine. The line just... It's a forlorn hope here. We'll just roll up our...
You've basically...
It's all come out in one go. It was a backlog of a backlog of bad dice rolls. It was due to come, and we've given birth to this. So, damage 2 each time. Wipe out because of the devastating wounds, isn't it? Look. Gone. They withered away. They were but ghosts. The Gut Beast squad removed. That's your debut for 10th edition with the Scorpec Destroyers. They just hacked them down like a chrome knife through Eldar butter. Duh. Well, that was quick. Okay. It's just the avatar of Cain remaining, breathing out his threatenings and slaughter. Combat's resolved. What a way to finish. Okay. It's just a standoff. Look at them staring at each other. So, combat's resolved. We'll leave the turn as it stands. We'll see what points have been picked up. Mike was on Cleanse and Storm Hostile Objective. So whilst this fight's been going on, the main aim was to get onto that objective across there, or some other objective on the board. But Mike saw this as the higher priority for the Eldar Close Combat Unit. So he's taken them on. So we'll see if he wants to hang on to any of those secondaries or dump them. I'll give you an update on score. Right, Mike's dumping both of those secondaries to move on to a fresh 2 next turn. 9 points for primaries, nothing for secondaries so far. So 21 points to 9. Eldar have the lead. And we've got the numbers on the board. We've got a turn in hand. We're about to pick up another... There's no character here anymore. We're about to pick up another 12. 3, 6, 12. That's very healthy. And then secondaries, we'll see what happens. So Eldar might be able to just get themselves ahead, stay ahead, try and survive despite the rebuild program for the Necrons. That sounds like a battle plan. We'll go on to turn 3. Middle stage of the game for the Eldar next. Right, so movement phase, and there's some shooting coming in this movement phase as well. So, as Mike gets to reanimation protocols at the end of my command phase, because Ramesses is carrying a resurrection orb, it's D3, because it's Necron Warriors, it's D3 plus 3. Mike maxed out.
Objective marker.
Brilliant.
Yeah. If you're within an objective marker, it's D3 plus 3.
Model there.
And then any other time, it's just D6.
D6. Yep, fine. So resurrected models back to here. So models come back into play. Didn't move the avatar. Moved him up there. Didn't move those two. Moved those round. Kept him where he is on the objective. Moved down here with the bikers. We're going to go after the immortals. Move these up a bit further. And then jumped the Shining Spears across here, which Mike is going to overwatch with the Canoptic Doomstalker. Needing 5s.
Well,
on
shots first.
The golden dice, which is the final dice picked up, who is Snake Miller, who's a Necron player. Perfect. It couldn't get any better than
D6 plus
this.
1.
Oh, his average is okay. 4 shots. So you need 5s, right?
Yep.
-1 to hit rolls. Each time an attack targets this unit, -1 to the hit roll. Aerobatic Grace. It's another special rule that we have. You usually get any minuses with Overwatch because it's 6s, but
I'll score with an unmodified hit roll of 5 plus. Yeah.
unmodified.
Yeah.
So you reckon you stick on your 5s?
I don't know.
Ugh.
You
The intricacies of 10th edition. So we'll figure this one out here. We'll go with that. It says hits are scored on unmodified 5 pluses, which means I don't think I can modify it. We'll play it that way. Correct us if we're wrong. Go ahead and 5s. We're giving you the green light for 5s. If
I just need to roll 5s.
Yeah. Which there rolls none. Oh, after all of that. Okay, so shooting movement phase finished. He's practicing his dice rolls. Don't fall into that trap, Mike. That's what James does. James practices dice rolling, which is, I don't know, like a complete waste of time. So
2 6s, a 5 and a 2. That was...
Oh, so it does work. Okay. We'll go on to shooting phase for the Eldar next. We'll start over on this flank. We'll pay a CP. It's quite rare to use this one. Go for Blade Storm. Put it onto the Shroud Runners. We'll put everything into the Immortals over on Mike's right-hand flank. Don't know if this is worth it, but we'll go for Scatter Laser shots. Sniper rifle shots. Sniper first. So they've all hit. Yeah, or not, because...
Snipers are 3, aren't they?
Yeah, the pistols hit on 2s. Strange. We'll reroll that one that failed. And it does turn into a hit. So Ranger long rifle. We'll now try and wound on. Your toughness could be 5.
It is, yeah.
5's to wound. Now reroll single wind roll. Just the one roll, the one wound comes through. We will allocate that to your character. And damage 2, AP -1. So that 6 was a critical wound. So we're looking at AP -1, -2 on top of that for the stratagem. So AP -3 on the Warden. And he takes 2 wounds. His living metal will be okay, but there's some wounds picked off on him. That's sniper work from these 2-man bikers. Then we'll go for the 18 shots with the scatter lasers. Needing 3s. Okay, we've used up our hit roll. We'll try and wound on 4s now. 6s will be good. Okay. Right, so these come through at AP 0. Because of the stratagem, it's -2. So 3 saves of 5+. And it has helped. We've taken out 2. And then there's 6 saves of 3+. And ouch, 4. That's a nasty blow. Okay, so 4 casualties taken. So that's them finished. Stratagem used up. We'll go on to these. We're going to the same target with the Wind Riders. 3s. 6s are good. Reroll a failed hit roll. Take away the ones that have missed, which isn't many. And then there's 3 6s in there, so we'll add those back in. And then we'll go to 3s to wound hit, because we're strength 6. And we'll reroll a single wind roll, which fails. These are AP -1, so 4 up saves on 10.
Oh.
They're all the same kind of stat line here, but Mike can roll these up individually. So I'll go for the... Oh, no. That's the squad gone. And AP -1 helping out. And then the Warden is probably going to go here with the remaining dice. 6 of them. Yeah, they damage 2 each time, so... Ugh. Wipeout over on the left... Eldar left-hand flank here. They've cleared house on this left-hand side. The Warden's probably about a 4 wound model.
He's 4 wounds, yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. Okay, there's a trick up the sleeve here for the Warden. Mike could play a stratagem to keep him alive. Not that he's too significant in the game, but he's sitting on that objective.
Yeah, with half my wounds remaining, so as close as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 wounds.
Yeah, I've got no other unit that can shoot at him. No. So if he does get back up, he'll stay alive.
Yeah, that's...
Is it auto?
Yep.
Oh, man. He gets back up. Necron stratagems are brilliant. All right, so there he is with half of his wounds. The Warden clambers back to his feet to continue his position on that objective. So how many times can you...
you can use it as many times as you want. But
once per character?
Once per character.
Gotcha. Okay. Brilliant stratagem. We'll go for this Wraith Lord. We'll go into the Canoptic Doomstalker, see if we can take him down. So 2 shots named 4s. We sat still. Both missed. We'll reroll this one. And missed entirely. We'll go on to the next Wraith Lord. Shuriken catapults out of range, by the way. So 2 bright lance shots into here. In 4s. Failed. We got a hit. Strength 12. 3s to wound. We'll just do a normal dice roll, which goes through. So Mike's got a 50-50 chance to block.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, annoying, right. Okay, some shots now into the Scorpic Destroyers. Crazy dice rolling. Trying to wound them on 5s, nothing coming through. Okay, so that's those finished. They maintain their position on the objective, but they've contributed nothing with firepower this turn. Next up, we'll pull our same dastardly trick as last time. Avatar of Cain will shoot and get the 6 onto these and then unleash sustained hits of D3. So it's an extra hit. So 2 come through. We'll try and wound. Failed with that one, but I'll use our built-in reroll. And 2 is going to wound because we're something like strength 14, strength 16. So those 2 come through. They're AP -4. 2 models are going to go. I think it's D6 plus 2. So I don't even need to roll. It's 1 plus 2, 3. So 2 Scorpic Destroyers removed. 1 and 2 from Lucas Brown's squad. Mike's rolling dice. Just a 2. We're saying he may have got cover with this model. I just rolled dice and failed.
It wasn't a flame or a torrent or anything, was it?
No. Yeah, it's like a flaming sword, but it's not flaming. It's not torrent anyway. Yeah. That's him done. Okay, so that's 2 Scorpic Destroyers brought down. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's where I probably should have just give up on that one and use the CP to bring D3 wounds back.
Onto the Scorpex. Yeah. Right, gotcha. Okay. We'll turn to the Falcon. I've got to try and bring the Canoptic Doomstalker down, I reckon. Yes, okay. So we'll go for a Bright Lance shot to do it. A 3. Okay. And a 3. No, we'll use our built-in reroll wound. No. Okay, pulse laser. I'll use our built-in hit roll. Okay, 2 come through. 3s. 1 comes through.
Minus.
Enough to take you to your invuln. Yeah, he's done it again. Shuriken Cannon. All hit. 1 wound comes through. -1 on this one. Blocks that one as well. Canoptic Doomstalker lives. Unbelievable. Right, 1 Wraith Guard's the only model in range. The other 2 will have to go into the Scorpic Destroyers. We'll do the lead model first. Gets the hit on a 6. We'll try and wound on a 3. We do. The last invulnerable save, the last 4+ invulnerable save required. Drive you mad. Okay. Okay, the other 2 firing into the Scorpic Destroyers, built-in hit roll. 2 hits come through. And a wound does come through, yep. So you're now looking for a nothing, because I think it's strong enough just to go past. Maybe -4, yeah. And 4 wounds. Scorpic Destroyer, gone. Mike's roll dice trying to get a 6, give him a bit of cover, but no. Okay, so model slain. Just on a side note, from last turn, I rolled up off camera, but the 4 Wraith Guard that was slain, 2 of them got to attack, and it was just 2 wounds came through at one of the Scorpic Destroyers. The last bit of firepower is the Shining Spears. So firepower from here resolved. Star Lance, 2 Laser Lances, Twin Shuriken Catapults took out 5 of the Necron Warriors. In total, we'll go on to charges next for the Eldar on turn 3. Right, so charges taking place. The 2 obvious ones, really. Avatar of Cain's gone in against the Scorpic Destroyers. Epic showdown in the middle of the board. And then the Shining Spears going in against the Necron Warriors. Do they have enough punch to take out the last 7 of them? A wipeout would be ideal. We'll see if that happens. Do this attack across here. We'll go for the Star Lance first of all. So there's 4 attacks with the Exarch. Needing 2s. We'll use our reroll. So they've all hit. Force to wound becomes 3s to wound with lance. And we'll reroll a wound roll. Okay, so 3 come through. That's 3 slain. It's AP -3 in close combat, so 3 models gone. The rest of the Shining Spears in 3s. 3s for wounds. Need a good roll. That rolled over in the end to a 1, so we have failed with most 2 go through. This unit's going to survive. 2 saves of 6 up. And he passes with 1. Well done. Survival. Right, going to try and bring down this Scorpic Lord. I was tempted to go for the sweep, but we'll go for the strike, the Wailing Doom. 6 attacks. They all hit. Wounding. Reroll the wound. They're all wounded. We've done our bit. 6 out of 6 make it through. These are AP -4. So the first one will slay the bodyguard unit. So that's him gone. There's not much Mike can do about it. It's the Lucas Brown squad. So they're removed. 5 saves, invulnerable saves, on the Scorpic Lord. Oh boy.
Right. Okay.
Here it comes. Needs an epic roll here. Our Avatar's going to have his way with this monstrosity. Good rolling. Oh boy. 2 make it through, which should be enough. It's going to be 2d6 plus 4 damage.
He's gone. 6 wounds.
Right. 9 damage taken. Scorpic Lord removed. So Avatar's expensive, but he's useful to have in a scrap, that's for sure. And he stands there defiant, hurling insults and trying to coax Ramses away from his bodyguard. Ramses knows better. He'll not leave that Necron warrior squad. Okay, so a bit of a standoff across here, but an Avatar stands in the way with the sword flaming. Necron warriors made their attacks back and caused a wound on the Shining Spears. That is the turn finished. Necron line has certainly shrunk, that's for sure. We'll calculate points at this stage. So points coming through. We dumped investigate signals. Bring it down, we've kept in play. Nothing for secondaries. 12 points for primaries though. Strong enough for the Eldar. Just that they've got this kind of 2/3 of the boards really helping them out and just keeping the Necrons pinned back across here. So 33 points to 9. Eldar have the lead. Mike's got a turn in hand. He is going to pick up points thanks to the Warden's survival across there. That's actually worth 6 victory points over there. 3 points. So Necrons keeping themselves in the fight. But they do trail behind. It's perhaps down to secondaries to see if Mike can catch up. Perhaps surpass the Eldar total. We're going to turn 3 for the Necrons coming up next. Turn 3 here for the Necrons. Investigate signals and secure no man's land, which suits Mike well enough. And so models being restored. 6 more Necron warriors back on here, back up to 9 wounds. The Canoptic Doomstalker. A few more models being restored to this Necron warrior squad as well. And then nothing's really moved across it. It's trying to repulse these Eldar units. Control the home objective. And then you can see the lone Warden over on that flank, helping to pick up 6 more points for primaries for the Necrons over on that flank. That's movement done. Shooting phase next. Mike's going to try and kill the Avatar here. So Canoptic Doomstalker firing its weapon straight into the Avatar.
Yeah.
Mike's already rolled his number of shots.
2s. Does it stay still? Oh no, 3s.
Yeah. Missed. Yeah. Mike's rolling 2 dice for something. What was that? Oh, the piddly gun. Okay. Right, firepower from the Doomstalker done. There's the Necron Warriors. So Necron Warrior squad has actually been restored to full strength. So we're going to get 20 shots here from Gore's Reapers. Lethal hits will help against the Avatar.
Yeah, so 3s.
And once again, there's a heap of them. Well, there's 4.
4. Yeah. Okay. And we should say that I paid the free CP to reroll wounds.
Wounds, superb. 6s. There's a few. And we go for 6s again. Doesn't help. Okay, so we're looking at 7 saves. AP -1. 7 saves, a 3+. And we foul 3. Avatar's taken 3 wounds, dropping down to 11. Every wound scored against that monster, Mike will be happy to see. Okay.
Close flare.
This is the flares now, rapid fire range. More lethal hits coming through. Taking away all the misses. And Mike will fish for 6s. And reroll the wound. It helps, 2 come through, so it's 5.
No AP.
3 ups. Or 2 ups. It's 1 wound taken, dropping down to 10. Okay, good number of wounds coming through, but Avatar's still looking strong. The Warden fired across against the Avatar, no wounds coming through. This unit across here fell back out of close combat, so no shooting from them. The Hex Mark could do normal shooting.
Well, the Techno Monsters and that.
It's got his shooting, yeah.
So,
this is the Staff of Light.
1. No, it's in the unit, so reroll.
Yeah, stratagem played on the unit, fine.
-2, 1 damage.
Okay, we'll go for 4+. No. Damage of?
1.
Damage 1. Okay, dropping down to 9. Okay.
Hex Mark, 6.
Go ahead. Shots are all pouring into the Avatar here.
So I don't know, I might put them behind me under the bikes.
Go ahead, yeah. -1 hit rolls.
Yeah, so be hitting on 3s. I'll try and dwindle them down, yes.
Onto the bikers.
Yeah.
3s it is. Okay, I've dodged a couple.
Strength 6.
3s to wound. 2.
-2, -2 on damage.
Okay. Minus.
2.
2 come through. 1 damage.
Yeah.
It's going to be a slain model and a wound on another. Well done. Good shooting from the Hex Mark once again. I think that's firepower finished. Okay, we're going to charges if there's any.
Yes, I'm only going to go.
No way.
Yeah.
Across here?
Aye.
Go for it. Then they go with enthusiasm. 9-inch charge. They will surround the Avatar of Cain. And, okay, this is good here for the Necron Warriors. Right, so charges taking place. Counter charges as well. Heroic intervention with the bikers. We put them in against the Necron Warriors. It's costly, 2 CP. We had it spare. And then Mike's 9-inch charge across here. Necron Warriors flooding around the Avatar of Cain. And then Ramses getting ready to take him on as well. So there he is with the Technomancer as well. So Mike gets a high volume of attacks, but whether it's enough to cause trouble for the Avatar, we'll see. And again, I'm glad to have that model in the heart of the battlefield here. It's just like an anchor for this Eldar force. It's truly inspirational.
Overlord as well, we won the new strength 8.
Yeah.
So we'll go from 5 to 4s, AP 4.
Protocol the Hungry Void, just try and get a bit of extra nip against the Avatar. Yeah. We'll capture this one. Mike endeavours to try and strip 9 wounds away from the Avatar of Cain.
Be nice.
Here it comes.
Right, so these are hitting on 3s. I don't even know where I roll dice.
You can't play 40k without them. Wounding on 6s. 1. -1, right? 3 up. Got him. A wound caused. I'm keeping track of the wounds across here. Down to 8 wounds left on the Avatar. Need to get him down to 5 to get him into the bracket.
Technomancer. These are just for fun.
The cape, nothing from him. And now it's Ramses. Ramses is number 1.
Ooze.
That's a quote from a film, by the way. If you know what film that is, let us know. Mike's just focused on something else. He's trying to wound. No, he's got himself into a fight against the Avatar of Cain. 1 comes through.
Plus,
Mm.
plus 1 strength. It puts me to No.
No. Needing the 5. Gonna go the Shining Spears next. So this is the squad leader, the Exarch, they will hit. Force to wound, I'll reroll a single wound roll. No. Okay. Heroic Intervention, I don't think that counts as a charge.
No, you don't get the benefits of the charge if you heroic intervene.
Perfect, so you've been looking it up. 1 comes through, which is a kill. And then the other 2 fighting. 3s. And then 4s. Those do come through. So 3 saves of 6+.
1, 2, 3.
And blocks 1, well done. 3 warriors slain in total. 6 attacks back. Might be able to slay a biker here. Looking for 4s. Looking for 4s. 2 wounds do come through. 3 ups, which we foul 1. Wound caused. Okay. And then for the Avatar next, I think we have to swing with the maximum number of attacks. So I'm going to go for 12. Reroll a single hit roll. Okay, so 1's missed. I think we're on 3s. Yeah, strength 7.
Yeah.
So 3's to wound. Reroll one of those. 9 saves is 6+. So we try and chop our way through. Blocked 1. 8 casualties. Damage 2 each time. Oh yes, there's the 5+ for no pain. We'll let Mike pair those up and see if he can prevent further damage coming through. So combat's resolved across here. Necron warriors thinned in number, but still surrounding the Avatar of Cain. Combat continues across here. That's end of turn. We'll give you an update on the score. Okay, so end of turn. 23 points to 33. There's only 10 points gap in between. The Eldar have got themselves ahead and have managed to stay ahead here. And it's a case of just staying the course to make sure that happens. Necrons are still dangerous. They can keep restoring models, as we've seen so many models coming back through. If the Eldar can break a couple more units, that should see them through to victory if they've got the punching power to do it. We'll go on to their 4th turn coming up next. Right, so moving for the Eldar here on turn 4. They've made some manoeuvres here to try and pick off some Necron units. Feigned Retreat, 1 CP, fallback, shoot and charge with the Wind Riders. We've surged across here with the Falcon to try and snipe out the Hexmark Destroyer. Avatar remains in close combat. Wraithguard up the top here. Bright Stars jumped across but still maintain position on the objective. Wind Riders have now shifted onto the objective to rain down some firepower in this direction. Nothing for these to do, they're just going to anchor onto the home objective. This Wraithlord stays still. This one pushed forward, took 3 wounds, almost died. That was Overwatch, very effective Overwatch coming through from the Canoptic Doomstalker, but he has survived. I had to spend a CP to command reroll. Save and throw, which we passed, thankfully. Otherwise he would have been slain. So that's movement done. Shooting phase next for the Eldar. Alright, so shooting phase. As you can see, the Sentinel's finally been brought down. It took a lot of shots. Hexmark Destroyer doggedly overwatching whatever shot at that thing. That was eventually destroyed. The Avatar firing out of close combat, putting the flaming sword into the Hexmark Destroyer to bring him down. Warriors here, there's 5 of them left. Necron warriors across here taking some damage. Bright Star jumping across here and a cheeky shot to pick off the Warden, destroying him. That freed up the bikers, who could then fire down and finish off the Canoptic Doomstalker. So it's Eldar mopping up here. It's been a grind against the Necrons. We're going to charges and the continuation of ongoing combats as well. Right, charges taking place, combat's resolved, and the dam has finally broken here. Necrons have lost their resolve. Only a handful of models left on the table. Shining Spears breaking in across here and doing just enough to wipe out the Necron warriors with their fallback, shoot and charge. Then across here, casualties slowly coming in. Bright Star taking a few, a good number of hits and wounds coming through from the Wraith Guard, and then also some casualties coming through from the blade here from the Wraith Lord. Striking back caused a couple of wounds against the Avatar. That was with Ramesses and the Warriors, and then the Avatar swung back and destroyed 6 more Necron Warriors. So 4 of them remain, but there's nothing left really of this Necron force. Now Eldar dominate the tables. They've picked up a victory here against the Necrons. They got the early strikers we saw, some bizarre stuff going on, and Eldar managed to keep themselves ahead, just taking the fight to the Necrons, keeping the Necrons pinned back in this game, whilst the Eldar are able to harvest a higher amount of points. Plus the secondaries generally worked better in our favour in this game. So Eldar have prevailed. But boy, oh boy, are the Necrons a tough nut to crack. There's no doubt about that. This is their first game for 10th edition, experimental battle, and they've held up well against the Eldar. If the Necrons had gone first, and some key sniping units, the Locust Heavy Destroyers, for example, more than capable of destroying Wraith Lords here and other targets, vehicles, and so on. So who knows how it would have gone if the Eldar had gone second and the Necrons had gone first. But in this particular instance, Xenos versus Xenos, it's the dazzling Eldar prevail against their Necron foe.
The
Hexmark Warriors, and Ramses with the orb.
With the orb, because you're resurrecting D6.
This is units of the game.
And my command phase.
Oh, the reanimation for Necron Warriors. So Mike's talking about a combination. Necron Warriors, Hexmark Destroyer, Ramses, the Overlord with the Resurrection Orb, all of that working in good combination. It's hard to pick out who was the best. Perhaps just the Necron Warriors for their presence on the board, but it's Mike's choice. Any final choice on that one, or just a team effort?
Team effort, but Cowboy stood out.
The Hexmark Destroyer gets unit of the game. Interesting. And then for the Eldar, honourable mention to the Avatar of Cain. Good fighting and tormenting from him right in the middle of the table. That's where he belongs, in the middle of the board, and he's done well in this battle. I'm going to give it to these. The Comiskey Wind Riders across there, just steady, unrelenting firepower from them. They weren't fighting in the middle of the board. There wasn't close combat, amazing stuff going on with them. But they moved up here, let loose of firepower again, and then firepower down in this direction. Really, really helped the Eldar in this game, and their manoeuvrability, being able to set up decent firepower across the board, proved to be very, very useful indeed. So more of a humble unit on the table, but very useful here in this battle. That's units of the game for both sides. Silver level Patreons is Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Lee, and that's the silver level Patreons. Big thanks to them for their support at silver level. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel. We're hoping to play some more Xenos versus Xenos combinations in our games here, so you can keep a lookout for those here on YouTube and over on YouTube channel membership. If you want help to support the channel, unlock the bonus content, then do join us at Aspect Warrior level or above. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.